All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report for a Monday, February 7th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Manic Monday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by bballpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Sign up today and follow the top basketball pickers right here at bballpicks.com. And your top pickers right now are Eddie O from Montreal at 820, Pele J, Jason Orrs at 809, and there's Nicky Bats, Nicola Batista at 808. And those are your top pickers right now at bballpicks.com. In fact, I post my picks each and every day, and you can see yesterday in the NBA only had two losers. It was the Clippers and the Hawks, and you can get my selections each and every day right here at bballpicks.com. Also, hockeypicks.com. Now that hockey's back from the All-Star break, we're going to have our hockey selections, and you can make your selections each and every day right here at hockeypicks.com. In fact, let's take a look at our top scorer right now. We got Harold Lakin at 971, Gary Unger 944, and there's Ron Raymond, yours truly, at 860 in third place. And those are your hockeypicks.com top scores for a Manic Monday, February 7th. And we are back in the NHL tonight with 2 games on deck. And folks, don't forget, you can play the ATS calculator each and every day. Check it out if you want to know what the line is on a game. It's a great tool to see for all the sports. You got NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball, NHL, CFL, MLB, and you can get it right here at atscalculator.com. All right, good morning, everyone. How you doing? My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time champion sports handicapper based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, which is dubbed now the largest truck stop in the world. And I am in the beautiful downtown Ottawa. In fact, it is a nice sunny day in the nation's capital. And today it is minus 8 degrees. Never good when you start the show saying it's minus something, right? But it is minus 8 degrees in Ottawa. And the sun came up. The day ends in Y. And it's a beautiful day to be alive. And it's a beautiful day to bring you guys winners each and every day right here at the Raymond Report. Now, I want to say good morning to the bullpen, and that is our Ramblers and Gamblers that come here each and every morning. There's Underdog Sniper from the Peg. You got Gloria K from Chicago. Jason, that Roll Tide guy. Morning, Raymond. Huge weekend. Good. Congrats, Jason. Gloria K. Jason, I've got a huge game tonight, playing one of the largest games of my play tonight. Temple, Raptors, or Suns, still considering, says Jason. All right, we'll break down some of those games today, Jason. And folks, and going into my 25th year of handicapping, and if you want to find my selections each and every day, you can get them right here at atsstats.com. I have 2 types of selections. I got my action picks. Those are my, I consider my beer and pizza money picks. And I have my premium picks, my top plays. And my top play yesterday was Philadelphia. And you can see here, I'm on a nice little run with my top selection in the last I would say last 8 games. And the thing is, my premium picks, they don't come every day. I pick and choose my spots when I find the values right, and then I hammer away and I post my picks in the premium section. And if you're interested in my premium picks, I got a nice sale going on right now. It's only $159 for the month, or you can get them for $79 for 7 days. And all you got to do is go to picks, go to premium picks, and you can get my top plays each and every day right here at atsstats.com. And if you're interested in my book that I wrote in 2009, Ron Raymond's Top 50 Sports Betting Secrets, you can get it right here. Just go to ATS Stats, go to Tools, 50 Greatest Secrets. And folks, you want to learn about sports betting, this is your first time getting your feet wet. And instead of going right into the deep end, why not just go to the turtle pool and put a foot in the pool and check out my book. And this way you can gradually blend into a sports bettor, knowing some of the do's and don'ts of sports betting. And speaking of sports betting, there are rules in sports betting. If you go to my tutorial page right here, Ron Raymond's Top 50 ATS Tutorials, I do have rules of sports betting, and you can see it right there on the description page. Value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and money management. And folks, anytime you are, I was thinking about this morning. I said, I want to talk about the 5 golden rules of sports betting. But when it comes to betting, the word betting, yeah, okay, we're in sports and it is betting, but I like to use the word investing. I think you're not, when you are buying a pick, you're betting that pick, but you're buying an asset on that night. So, just like you are buying stocks, you're buying crypto, you're buying food, you're buying anything, you're purchasing something, hopefully for use. And tonight, if you are betting on sports, you're wagering on sports, but you're buying an asset. And I'm going to show you, the Raymond report and the 5 golden rules on that asset being of value to you. And speaking of value, I'm building a new value to report to a tool. It'll be like a value, just like I have right here on the tools and ATS standings. And when we talk about the Raymond report, I'm constantly talking about the A, B, and C type teams. And if you're new to sports betting or you're new to the Raymond report, the way I look at sports, the way I look at teams, I look at them just like I do the stock market or cryptocurrency, anything I'm buying, and I break them down in 3 categories. I got your A, B, and C type teams. A type teams are teams above 60%. And if you look at the NBA, look at these top 9 teams right here. Those are my alphas. And then I got my bravos right here. You got Dallas, Boston, Denver, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Toronto, Minnesota. Those are my B type teams. Then my C type teams. And those are my teams I say see you later, because I don't think I'm going to be touching you guys for a while until you get back to 50%. These are teams I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole unless I got C on C-type crime and I'm playing beer and pizza money on it, right? But you will learn the Raymond report if you stick around a while, and hopefully you'll invest into the tutorials, and you'll learn the value percentage play. In fact, where is it here? Just all right, we're there. Value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability / injury report, and money management system. When I break down the NBA, NHL games, I'm going to show you exactly on a busy card. You got to split the board in half and go find value. You got to find the percentage play and performance cycles. But I am going to build a new value report sheet that is going to teach you. People say all the time, oh, that play has value. Well, what is value to you? What do you determine? That could be the question of the day. What makes you think an asset that you are buying, either a pick or a bet, has value, right? What has value? What do you determine as value? And I'm going to show you today some value in the NBA that and I'm going to be building this tool. I already have the tool, but it's always dispersed, right? I got to go get it here, get it there. I want everything on one snapshot, just like I built the team, the type of teams, right? So we will have that. And if you are a horse racing fan, each and every day for our horses fans, because we like to feed the ponies over here. And today's free tip sheet of the day is Parks Racing in Pennsylvania. That's right. If you're into horse racing, we do have a tip sheet today for Parks. In fact, we have how many races today? Normally 8 or 9. And we got a 10, 11. Wow. We got a bonus card here today at Parks Racing. 11 races. And folks, why not use this tip sheet for free? And if you're into the premium tip sheets, and if you go to premium, you can get all the races today for our horse racing fans. You get that with your membership here at atsstats.com. Laurel Park, Louisiana Downs, Mahoning Valley, Parks Racing, which are our free tip sheet of the day, and Turf Paradise. And it's all for part of your membership right here at atsstats.com. All right. Jason trucking up the New England PA this morning. Nice, Jason. Bum Onion finally coached to get a live cast instead of watching it later, says Bum Onion. Hey, welcome to the live cast, Bum Onion. Bien trabajo, coach is on the heater. Happy Maniac Monday, Ronnie boy. How you doing there, Bien? There's our DB from the Idaho Vandals. And let me see here. Jason went 8-1 this weekend and shot my 8-0 with Wisconsin. Nice. Great job, Jason. Yeah, Jason had a good weekend. So you always like to have a good weekend, right? And hey, it's Cash Out Monday, so you know what you got to do on a Cash Out Monday. Mitchell Watson, Low-Key Louie's in the house. Hey, Low-Key Louie. I love that. Low-Key Louie. He doesn't say much. He's pretty low-key, but his name is Louie. And then, let me see. A large percent of my money on the other side, public perception versus reality is value. Yeah, public perception and exactly that, Low-Key Louie. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Chico Valencia. Good morning, Chico and the man. Good morning, Breakfast Clubbers. Welcome to the Super Bowl week. And, yeah, it is Super Bowl week. And we will get into that later on in the week. I don't really, the thing is with Super Bowl and playoff, you know my rule, right? I don't really invest in playoff sports unless it's the first round or I have a futures ticket. I just think betting playoff, Super Bowl, Stanley Cups, NBA Finals is a recreational thing. It really attracts the the recreational players, right? The squares who really don't follow sports unless it's the big show, right? And that's where unfortunately, the bookmaker, that's where they make a lot of their money, right? The Super Bowl, because everybody who's not a hardcore sports bettor like we are, we take it for just what it is, grain of salt, and just like, hey, it's the Super Bowl, I already had, I'll be honest with you, remember about 2 weeks ago, I said, you know what, look at Cincinnati here at plus 780, and I just put $20 on it for fun, and that'll be my action for the weekend on the Super Bowl. So it pays what, 180 or something like that. But that's how I approach playoff sports. To me, playoff sports, unless it's the first round, because here's the thing, in playoff sports, the first round, you and the bookmaker, you're on the same footing, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen in the playoffs. But then once you get to the second round, now we know who's who in the zoo. Now we know who the potential upsets are and the momentum. And there's 2 seasons, regular season, playoff season, right? Perfect example. Who had Cincinnati Bengals to be in the Super Bowl against the Rams? The Rams I expected probably, but the Bengals, that's what I mean. You got 2 types of season. The regular season, get to the playoffs, and then once you get in the playoffs, hey, anything can happen, right? And the Cincinnati Bengals will show us that. All right, so we talked about our horse racing. Man, you know why everybody's smiling like a butcher's dog this morning? Is because the favorites absolutely killed it this weekend. Hey, how you doing, OG Wheat? Let's have a great week, people. How's it going, Coach? Coach is doing well. Coach is pumped for a Monday. And, and people are tuning in and say, why do they call this guy Coach? Well, I coached football for 20-some years. I coach high school football, university football. I coached a lot of football, all-star games, and that's why people call me Coach sometimes, right? And you can tell when you watch the show, I go in my coach mode sometimes. I gotta pump you guys up, and I'll always tell you guys, if you're with me, give me 2. A Ric Flair, tick, 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 boom, and then we get on with the show, right? All right, so let's take a look at the NBA, and like I said, NBA favorites absolutely killed it this weekend. Look at the favorites the last 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and folks, remember in the middle of last year in the summer, we had somebody from, I think it was a good friend of ours from Macau, I think it was, anyway, it was close in the Middle East or something like that. Memory says, I don't bet baseball on weekends because it's a public thing. Remember that guy? He came. I don't know if he still watches the show, but it resonated. It stayed with me, right? And I thought of him this morning when I said, look at the favorites this weekend. Hey, when you think of 2 types of bettors, the weekday bettor and the weekend bettor, right? That's why they're called weekend warriors. Well, the weekend warriors had a pretty good day at the office. They went 14-0 straight up and 14-0 against the point spread. And man, they had a good weekend. Let's be honest. If you bet favorites this weekend, like I always say, you smile like a butcher's dog because you made money. You absolutely made money. In fact, the favorites last 7 days, 77.7%, 66.4%. And so you know what? Favorites are doing very, very well in the NBA. And you know what? I'm a favorite player, right? I like to find, I used to have this discussion with Ross Benjamin all the time. And I started doing this when I first got into betting. And I bet you some of you guys are doing this now. If the line is minus 150 or higher, I don't bet it. I used to think like that. But then you're cutting your profits in half, because if you think that everything that comes with value is on the cheap, you're sadly mistaken. Sometimes, and again, this is why I say value, percentage play, performance cycles. And why do you think I always talk about the underdogs and the cycles they're in? And I talk about the bullish, the neutrals, and the bears, is because if you can find that asset, that asset that you're going to wager on, you're going to buy an asset, and that's the team that you're going to pay. I'm trying to not use the word bet, right? Wager on, because I think, we're wagering on sports, but we're buying something. We're buying an asset to make a profit. But so you got to shop for value, and the thing is, when you're thinking of 150 or higher, sometimes you've seen my picks, right? Sometimes I'll lay 160, 170, but I get to a point where it gets that uncomfortable level, like anything over minus 200, you really have to love that pick, right? You got to love it. All the things got to come in place, but it's very rare I'll lay minus 200 or more. In fact, I don't think I've done it in a while, a long time actually. But if you've seen my selections, and I'll show you when I go through my process, I cut the board right in half and I go get right the value, right? I did a bit of handicapping this morning, had a lot of time this morning, and I think this, 10:45 to 11 o'clock, it works well for me. I only had 7 videos to do today, but I do have a couple of plays in the NBA that I'm going to share with you guys in just a bit. Now, all right, so let's go back to the types of teams in the rain report. And who's Mizzou's in the house? How you doing, who's Mizzou? Isaiah. How you doing, Isaiah? There's Bo. Bo Jackson's in the house. And there's Sniper. And yeah, so everybody's coming in, and hopefully everybody's making some money on a manic Monday. All right. I always like to name my days, right? Manic Monday, Ruby Tuesday, Hump Day Wednesday. And I used to call it Full Friday. My buddy, a good friend of mine, he goes, "Hey, you don't call it Thirsty Thursday." I said, you know what? That sounds really good, but I can see myself screwing that up so many times. Thirsty Thursday. Say that 10 times in a row. Hey, on a Thirsty Thursday. But and then we have a Focus or a Friendly Friday, right? So that's how I like to name my days. And Sunday's a fun day. And Saturday, I don't know what I do for Saturday, but I'll have to come up with a new one on a Saturday. All right, so when you come to the ATSstats.com, go to Tools, ATS Team Standings, go to Type of Teams, and what you want to do is you want to take a look at the A, B, and C type teams. And now I was just talking about value. Like when you see a play, a favorite in let's say hockey, right? Hockey or baseball, or even any money line, anything that's money line, you got a home and an away team. Now, home and away team, you got an A, B, or C type team, right? And what I like to do, let's say for instance, Toronto's playing Charlotte. So I got the Toronto Raptors, which are a B type team. They're on the road, and all these B type teams right now, they're 95 and 95 straight up for 50%. And they're playing Charlotte. Charlotte's right here. And Charlotte's a home team tonight. So they're at 59.02%. So I got a home team that's a B-type team that wins from a macro perspective. They win at 59.02% of the time compared to 50%. And this is part of the percentage play that I look for. Now, am I solely going to base my opinion just because Charlotte's part of that B network that's winning at 59.02? No, absolutely not. Because, there's other factors and indicators you got to go get to make a solid selection. So this is one of the things that I use as a tool to find the percentage play to see how home teams are doing and the B-type teams. And this is we just introduced this a couple weeks ago, and it's been a great asset to really sometimes to push you over the edge on a selection, or maybe talk you off the edge, and hopefully it helps you. All right, let's get to the NBA. We're going to break down the NBA for today, and let's go to the daily value and percentage play charts. This is absolute my favorite chart. Thanks to Bobby Hubby for introducing this to us. And we do have the rain report, so let's go to the NBA. And let me bring out the rain report here on this page. I always like to have a couple of windows open. Again, I'll say it again. The best invention on the internet was tabs. Hey, whoever invented tabs, hey, should be a Nobel Peace Prize. I don't know what Nobel, but some type of prize, right? All right, let's go to the first game on the board. And we do have Toronto Charlotte. All right, I know a lot of people waiting for this game to see what I like. And you know what? Let's take a look. Let's break down the numbers. So the first thing I do in the rain report, and using the golden rules, right? So when we talk about value, percentage play, and the let me bring out the one more thing here. Boom. Just bear with me 1 second. So we'll go right here. So let's take a look at our golden rules. Hey, this is what I call my golden rules: the value, percentage play, performance cycle. So right away, you got a B on B type team, and again, B on B takes away all the the scoring averages, last 10, last 3, all that stuff. It's all in this. This tells you here on a snapshot, right? And so does this. Now, Toronto, a B-type team, a 2-point favorite today at Bookmaker. In fact, what is Bookmaker's latest line? Let me get you the latest line at Bookmaker. Yeah, -2, 125 on the money line, which I like. You got a chance of winning, 59% for Toronto, 40.3% for Charlotte. I got a 117, 114 win tonight for the Raptors. You got a bullish 7 days against a bearish 3 days. I only got a 1-unit recommendation. That's because they're bullish, right? And when you look at the rain report, you got an away team that's a B-type team that's bullish, so a 1-unit recommendation. So far, I'm really liking Toronto in this spot. The only thing I got to worry about is injuries, right? When I look at the injury report for the Raptors tonight, I always take a look at the top 5 scores to see any of the top 5 scores in or out of the lineup. And so far, we're looking good. We're looking good. So the Raptors are looking like a strong play for me tonight. In fact, when I look at the team forecast, 5-game win streak, and how do they do in Charlotte? Not bad, 6-4. So the Toronto Raptors, a candidate for my silver bullet play of the night. So give me the Raptors minus 125 on the money line. And again, why not spend the extra money and, they call it the Geico insurance, right? Charlotte going through a rough time, Bears 3 days. And, they're losing some tough games, right? That Cleveland game, 105-104. Was it 105-104 or something like that? Their last, they lost to Miami, but prior to that, the Friday night, 101-102. That was a crazy game. I thought, I was watching a movie that night. Friday night, sometimes I'll watch a movie, and I keep looking at my app, and I saw 101 to, what was it, 101.99 or something like that, and I said, oh, they won. Then I turn around and go, what happened? 102-101. So I went and I saw what happened. All right, so let me see here what you guys are saying. And let me see if pearls. Yeah, we give them pearls all the time. Like the Raptors. Jason likes the Raptors. How you guys being on the silver bullet? How strong are you on that being the silver bullet? You know what? There's 2 plays that I really like. I don't know which one's going to be my silver bullet yet. And the other play that I'm considering is Miami. I'm looking at Miami, an 8 against a C. You got a 71.4% chance of winning, 32.7 for Washington. I got 106 to 100 as a system forecast. Neutral 8 days, and I do like. Now here's the other thing I want to show you guys. Now I'm gonna go to my PVI SOS, and I'm gonna talk about value. Right now, I should have done this on the Toronto game. I'm gonna show you how I find value. Now if I go to my PVI SOS, my parity value index strength of schedule, and I'm going to go to the Toronto Raptors. Anytime Toronto is on the road against a B-type team, what's the average line? It's minus 2.5. What's the line tonight? -2. So what does that tell you? Now, the thing is, here's something, and I'm going to write another book, and this is going to be in my book. When we look for value, when we do the percentage play, the thing is we have all the information up front, right? We have the information before the game. Having that information doesn't give us the results, doesn't give us the crystal ball saying, because I got the prediction, because I got the percentage play, and everything points to a Raptor victory. And sometimes it can be like, you're like, hey, I had everything in line, everything was indicators, we're pointing, I had all the dots connected, and bang, they got blown out, right? So what does that tell you? It just tells you that, there's the only thing you can really control when you're handicapping your games is you can't control the outcome of all the information you have prior to the game, but this is what I call perception versus reality. And take away the reality for 1 second and think about perception. The perception going into this game is that the Toronto Raptors are a 2-point favorite tonight against Charlotte. Charlotte's a 2-point home underdog. Now, when I go and get all the information from this season, when Toronto's on the road against identical teams like Charlotte this year, so I'm talking about teams like Washington, Dallas, Cleveland, and Memphis, because eventually at one point in the year, the perception of these teams were B-type teams, right? So what's the average line? -2.5. Now, it's only happened once, so there's not a lot of occurrences, right? But the thing is, it's about perception. And if this line was, say, -7, then the perception would be, okay, normally they're a -2, but why today? All of a sudden today they're -7, right? Is it because injuries? Is it because of the other team? Injuries in the other team? What's the perception? Why all of a sudden is that line shooting right up to 7 when it should be a -2? So what I do, and not considering the reality of the final score, but I can't control that, and you can't control that. Nobody can control the final score. The only thing we can control is the perception going into a game. And if and the thing is, I'm not looking for a line that's out of whack, right? I'm always looking for a line to be around the perception of that same game. Because if this line was -7 or if it was -1, and let's say this line tonight, just for shirts and giggles, this line was -4, and tonight now would have like a -1 here, or I would have a -9. You see how that perception is really clouded, right? So because the line on Toronto is -2.5 tonight, or I have -2.5 and the line's -2, that perception is still there against those B-type teams. So that's why to me, Toronto would fall into a good value play for me. All right, now let's take a look at the next one, Miami, and maybe we'll have more occurrences on that one. And give me your thoughts on that. If you guys have any feedback, just post it into the in the comment section. And, this is why you watch the show, right? I just don't sit here and talk. I make you guys think, and I make myself think, And because the more feedback you get, the better it is. Scream, play defense. Hopefully it helps the under, says Isaiah Moore. All right, so Miami's on the road against a C-type team. And look at all the C-type games. So this I like. You got a lot of occurrences. So here's a good example using Miami tonight. Now look at that. Miami, typically the Miami Heat, when they're on the road, they're a 5.6 favorite on average against those teams below 500. And what's the line tonight? We got minus, 5.5 Miami? -6. So it's right there if you round it off. So this to me, from a perception versus reality, it's right there from a perception point of view. And, when I look at this game, the number is right. The number is right. And it tells me that, the bookmaker has found a good number to get action on both sides of the game, action on Miami and action on Washington. And that's what their job is, right? Their job is to make sure to put out a line that you get enough action on both sides of the ledger, so that way they can make their money. Now, going back to this game between Miami and Washington, 71.4% compared to 32.7, 106.5, 100.9 favoring the Heat. And neutral 8 days, I like that. And 4-unit play on Miami. Now, the thing I like about Miami is I probably like Miami better than Toronto because, I wouldn't say they're both strong. To be honest, they're both strong. The only thing that I really got to make sure is that Jimmy Butler plays. Right now, Butler's toe is aggravating him. So if Jimmy Butler plays tonight, this is probably my silver bullet play along with Toronto. I don't know which one will be the silver bullet yet. I'll have to wait. And the thing is, guys, I don't rush my plays out because in the COVID era, we know 5 o'clock anything can happen. So I normally wait till about 4 o'clock to really release my silver bullet play. So that way you'll have to check the website. But I do like Miami here tonight. All right, so tonight the other game, Golden State. You got Golden State against Oklahoma. And looking at Golden State minus 12.5. And total on this game here. So the total on this game right here is 211.5. 76.9% chance of winning for Golden State. 23 for the Thunder. I got a 110-100 final. And bullish 18 days. Neutral 3 days. And there's no way I'm going against first of all, I like Golden State, but I'm not laying 12.5. And Oklahoma against C-type teams. So this is another thing I want to show you guys on the game tonight between the Thunder and the Warriors. The Warriors are 18-5 against C-type teams, while the Thunder, they are 3-11, right? 3-11. But let me see what they do against. Let's go to the rain report. Warriors showing sign of reversals to over. He's questionable but expected to start. Talking about Jimmy Butler a bit. Your pants are falling down when they shoot. They say your. That's funny. Still considering Jason. All right. So let me see here. Let's go to that Golden State and Thunder game. And let's take a look at some of the other numbers in the rain report. Golden State on an 8-game win streak. So you know my rules on winning streaks, right? 8-game win streak. And look at that. The Thunder, even though the Thunder play well at home, look at their record at home. 15-8-2 against the point spread. Only 9-6, 9-16 straight up. But they do have a good record at home. But against those A-type teams, 3-2-1. You know what? I like Golden State, but do I think they can cover? I don't know. Look at their last 10 games, 7-3 straight up, 7-3 against the number. What was the line in some of those games, right? I'd have to take a look at some of those lines. But let me see here. I'd go C12. See this one here, 147-109. That was in 2021. But, I'll probably have a lean towards, if you like this game, I'll probably have a lean towards the Thunder. But I won't play this game. I think there's better opportunities on the boards. All right, so I do think Golden State wins. I do think plus 12.5 is too many. Phoenix against Chicago. Now, Phoenix, the best team in the NBA. And when you look at the Phoenix Suns here tonight, an 8-point favorite, 227.5. And the chance of winning, 50% compared to 35.2, 114, 111. Now, from a technical analysis point of view, right? Just like your TNA on in stocks or anything, from a fundamental point of view, if the Chicago Bulls get Levine tonight and they get Kobe White, then this 8+8 is a nice play. The only thing is you need Zach LaVine, you need Kobe White in order to be competitive, right? And the thing I like Chicago here tonight +8 is because of this right here, an 8-type team. But the only problem is against those 8-type teams, they are 6-10 straight up, where Phoenix is 6-3. But you recall what I said earlier, right? 8-type teams at home this year, they do have a 70% chance, 70.8% chance of winning. So all the 8-type teams at home this year win on 70.8% of the time, where 8-type teams on the road, 60.7. So there's a 10-point difference right there. I do think Phoenix wins the game, but I like Chicago getting the points. However, I need all their players in the lineup, right? If Levine's in the lineup, Kobe White's in the lineup, and the thing is, you watched that game yesterday between the Sixers and the Bulls. The Bulls look defeated, and when you don't have your top players in the lineup, body language says a lot of things. And that body language yesterday for the Chicago Bulls just said that, you know what, we're missing too many guys. We're not winning this game. Like their body language just told everybody we're not winning this game today. And, you know, Billy Donovan as a coach, his task was to get those guys motivated, and he failed. He failed to get those guys excited to play the Sixers on a Sunday afternoon prime time. And now we'll see how they bounce back tonight. All right, let's see how the Bulls. And the thing is, because they're an 8-type team, that's where you got to give them respect. You're getting a bit of value. Let me see. What's the value here? Okay, so here's a good example. Let's see if we are getting value. Let's go to my PVI SOS. And let me see. What did I have as value here? Let's go to PVI SOS. Let's go to the Chicago Bulls. And let's see if there is any value tonight. So Chicago at home against 8-type teams. Normally, they're an underdog of plus 1.93. So this is a perfect example of the range where you don't want to touch this game from a value perspective. Normally, the Chicago Bulls, when they're at home against the best teams, we're talking about Philadelphia, Cleveland, Golden State, Brooklyn, Miami, Dallas, Brooklyn. Look at that. Plus 1.9. Now they're plus 8. What does that tell you? Perception-wise, not there. Get off that game. All right, let's go to the next game. New York against Utah. Two teams that are bearish. 16 days, 29 days. 72% chance of winning for Utah. 26 for the New York Knicks. I got 111, 102, but because of my money management system, and they're both bearish, I'm not touching this game. So that's it, guys. That's the NBA report here today. The only two games I really like a lot is Toronto and Chicago. I have a lean on Oklahoma, just a lean of plus 12.5. And but I won't bet it because it's not a C on C type crime. And I showed you the value report on the Chicago Bulls, right? I showed you the value report. All right, so let's go to the NHL. Let's go break down the NHL games here tonight. And guys, this is a perfect way to break down games to lower your risks. Less is more, and go find value. Shop for value. Play those percentages, right? New Jersey taking on the Ottawa Senators here tonight in Ottawa. And we're coming off that All-Star break. Both teams been off 5 days. New Jersey on a bad losing streak. In fact, I thought there was, 6-game losing streak for the Devils. And let me bring up the rain report. Yeah, they're on a 6-game losing streak. Ottawa's last 7 games I've gotten under. Ottawa's been getting a little bit better goaltending, and they've been playing a lot of low-scoring games. The problem with the Sens, they're not consistent. Minus 135, and when I look at my value index here, normally Ottawa as a favorite at home only happened 3 times. Minus 168 on average, and tonight they're minus 135. So perception-wise, what does that tell you, right? It tells you that normally they're minus 165 as a favorite, but the bookmakers are giving New Jersey a bit of respect here. And if you look at the Devils, plus 110 tonight? Let me check that bookmaker. And plus 110. And let me see here. Plus 117. And my line was plus 113. 133. So 113, 133. So normally when New Jersey's on the road against C-type teams, they're plus 133 underdog, and the bookmakers are giving you a bit of a, what are they telling you here? Plus 117. They're telling you that, you know what, it's not a bad spot for the Devils here tonight. You got a C on C type crime. 60.9% chance of winning for Ottawa compared to 37. New Jersey is on a really bad losing streak. So because of their losing streak, I won't touch this game. 3.4 to 2.9 favoring the Sens on the forecast. And I won't touch this game here tonight. If you're going to play this game, I think you look at the total and maybe the under 6.5. But a no play for me tonight. All right, the game of the night will be Toronto at the Scotiabank Arena between the Maple Leafs and the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, the Canes coming into this one as a road underdog. You don't see the Canes a road underdog much. In fact, this year, Carolina is a road underdog. Let's take a look at how many times they've been a road underdog this season. 8 times, and it's normally 3-2 for the Canes. I do like Carolina tonight, guys. I'm going to play the Canes here tonight. I already laid the plus one. Was it one something I got? 112. Plus 112. 60.6% chance of winning for Toronto. 50% for Carolina. Toronto's not getting good goaltending of late. Carolina's won 2 of the last 3 in Toronto. Both teams are bullish. From a value perspective, we're getting good value here on the Canes. And I do have a 1-unit recommendation. And goaltending is an issue in Toronto these days. They're going to go back to Peter Mrazek tonight, and he's up against and Toronto's up against their old goaltender Freddie Anderson. But give me the Canes tonight, guys, plus 113. And from a coaching point of view, I'll take Brendan Moore over Sheldon Keefe anytime, right? Is it O'Keefe or Keefe? That's it. All right, so that's my play here tonight, guys. That is my play here tonight. And let me just check one thing here. Yeah, Sheldon Keefe. Okay. So many coaches, so many sports, trying to keep track of everybody. All right, so I like Carolina against Toronto. So I do like the Canes and Miami, Toronto in the NBA. Those are my probably be my selections here tonight. All right, let me see here. What do we got on deck next? Let's take a look here. All right, stats and trends for Gloria K. Hey, I know she loves those stats and trends. Let's see if we got any trends to be our friends here tonight in the NBA. How we doing on time there, Sniper? 36 minutes. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Freddie will shine tonight, says Bo Jackson. Freddie. All right, ready, Freddie. Let's go. All right, NBA. Let's take a look at the top stats and trends tonight in the NBA. Golden State. Yeah, we got a lot of stats in Golden State. When I look at my stats, I don't care about the point spread unless it's an underdog. The totals, I don't bet totals. I know you're thinking, what? A handicapper doesn't bet totals? You know what? If you want to get it right, you got to put time in. And to me, to put time in sides and time in the totals, I don't have that much time during the day. So I focus all my energy on sides. That's where my time goes. If I were to bet totals, it would take me an hour to handicap an hour, 2 hours handicap. If you want to do it right. All right. So I do like. Let me see. See all these numbers pointing towards Chicago, but the thing is with Chicago. Zach LaVine, Kobe White's got to be in the lineup. And Miami as a road favorite versus Washington. This is good, 22-5. And Toronto against Southeast Division opponents. Look at that. In the last 40 games, 33-7. So looking good if you do like Toronto and Miami here tonight. So that makes me feel good. Miami this season at home. Miami home or road. Coming off 2 unders or less. 14-1 straight up in the next game. I love that stat tonight. And let's go to the old 80% NHL. And we only got 2 games, so I don't think there'll be a lot of stats. Any Carolina stats or Ottawa? Let me see here. Carolina. Ooh, that's not looking good. When Carolina is a road underdog versus non-division opponent, coming off a 4-game win streak, only 3-7 straight up. Oh boy, that's not fan friendly right there, as they would say. That's not a fan friendly stat right there. All right, let me see here. Let's go to the next topic. There's Johnny's favorite tool right here, the top sport betting options for NBA. Let's take a look here. So your top betting options today. Wow, look at that. Miami. Love that. How come we have 2 Miamis right? I'll have to talk to my programmer about that. Miami's the number 1 betting option here today. You know what? Miami might be my silver bullet. It just might. Oklahoma's number 2. I got to see why this is going like that. And then Phoenix here. Yeah, so we do have a bug in the system. You can see we got double entries. But where's Toronto? Toronto's down here, so All right, so Miami looking like number 1. And NHL, Ottawa looks like the top betting option tonight on the board. And there's Carolina at number 2. So I do like Carolina, guys. And the numbers are in our favor, as they say. All right, let's take a look at the NBA. Let's take a look at some of the stats and trends of ATS Calculator. And let's see. All right, we only do the A's and B's, so we'll do Toronto. All right, let's do Toronto against Charlotte. Survey says we like the Raptors, 3.83. So 3.83 and 219 as a total. And the total is 226, so it does like it to go under. And let's go to Miami against Washington, since that's the game we really like. Let's go Miami against Washington. Oh, we got Miami 8.96 and 213.86. And the other Phoenix against Chicago. Phoenix. Let's do Phoenix against Chicago. Your Chicago Bulls. Raptors 1 seems to be my only play unless. Why would you lay -1? Just take the money line. Right? Why would you just take the money line? Away team 7.52 for the Phoenix Suns. And look at that, 7.5 rounded up. It's 8. Bookmaker all over it, right? Bookmakers all over it. Heat -3 or 2. I would say Heat money line. Again, hey, I don't know why you guys, favorites, right? -3, you got to win and cover. You just take the money line, you just got to win. You're going to spend a little bit more, but this is why sports betting is not every day. And if you're an investor and you want to, make money, then, if you're going to bet every day, bet beer and pizza money. You want to invest, pick your spots, right? All right, that's it, folks. That is the Rain Report today in a nutshell for a Manic Monday, February 7th. And again, don't forget, folks, you can get my premium plays, my best bets each and every day right here at atsstats.com. I'm on a good run right now. Hey, knock on wood. Hey, if you're with me, give me 2. Ric Flair, tick, 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 boom. And, so you can get my premium plays. Philly was my top play yesterday. And also, you can get the action plays. I'll always, if you buy a membership or if you are a member, you can get your action investment picks right here. Go to NBA, NHL, and just go to picks right there. And you will get all the top plays. And with your membership, use ATS promo code ATS2022. Get 15% off your next membership. Why not save a little bit of money? And hopefully we'll have some baseball to talk about in the next month or so. And here's your dashboard, and you get all the tools in the toolbox right here at atsstats.com. All right, folks, have yourself a great rest of your Manic Monday. I'll be back here on a Ruby Tuesday. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back here tomorrow with another Rain Report. Hasta la vista, baby. I'll see you mañana. Cheers.